and welcome back to another MudderChudders video. Myself, Liam, and welcome back to the Gladiator Challenge Season 2! So allow me to explain briefly how this works. We select a random Discord member that has entered the challenge. I proceed to drop said Discord member into Grounded. Upon entry, the champion will be presented with a starting room looking like this, along with zip lines heading to various arenas, 5 sets of armor, and 5 sets of weapons. Before we see which bugs lie ahead, the champion will gamble by selecting a set of armor and 1 weapon. Once selected, we go to the magic wheel of bugs, including bosses, ants, booty blasters, Roy's boys, and robots. The wheel then spins and a bug type is selected. But now we have to pair that bug type with an arena. So we go back to the magic wheel, and we randomize the arenas, which are the sizzle arena, the web arena, the gas arena, hole arena, and the laser arena. Once this is done, the challenge is ready to commence. Once a round has been finished, the armor, weapons, bug types, and the arena are disposed of, and we repeat the process again. So armor and weapons are selected, bugs and arena locked in, heals at the ready, difficulty to medium, and let the games begin! Right, follow this one. This is Sizzle Arena here. The one that's depicted like a little desert. So get on down here. Obviously, I guess you can kind of gather why it's called Sizzle Arena. Right, so I'm going to be commentating over some of this whilst I'm showing clips of Ted taking on the challenge. So this was mainly just to test it, get some first-hand feedback from Ted, as well as getting some feedback and some suggestions from you guys. But straight off the bat, a few problems that we encountered straight away was how difficult and borderline impossible it was. The reason being is because he got the Sizzle Arena paired up with the stink bug type, so he's got the bombardier beetles, the stink bugs, and the green shield bugs, which do a lot of gas attacks. Now on top of this, he chose a very slow weapon and an armor set that didn't help him with the sizzle or with the gas at all. So unfortunately, Ted kind of got screwed over by the randomness, resulting in this. Very quick.
God. Oh Christ.
No, he died again.
Oh, I got one.
Let's go for it. Oh.
Oh no, that was half my health in one. Oh man, I can barely out heal it. Oh no. No.
Impossible if you don't choose the gas.
Oh, the gas is laid up. That's why.
Oh,
yeah, 1 for 1, bitch.
Like a kamikaze.
Oh my god, so much damage. You can't even out heal it. I just have to go for it.
How is he destroying stuff?
I can't even get to him.
You're just going for it.
Oh no.
So some solutions I was thinking of, and they sound like they should be able to work. So one was to just swap the bug type completely, like get rid of stink bugs. But the only thing is, I think it adds a really unique aspect to it because it's something completely different. You have to take on the gas as well as taking on them. But I could always switch it out to something that doesn't do an environmental effect like gas. But the other alternative I was thinking of, which would just make it even better, is the fact that if you encounter one of these and you haven't selected, say, the gas mask, then you're given gastro goo to help with the gas effect. So you're hindered by the fact that you have to keep consuming the gastro goo, otherwise you're going to take gas damage. Whereas if you had chosen the gas mask and got lucky, you wouldn't have to worry about it. And the same for the sizzle arena as well. So if you don't choose the sizzle armor, obviously the sizzle armor would just completely get rid of the fact that you need to worry about sizzle, so you could go around and just kill them willy-nilly. But if you haven't chosen the sizzle armor, then you'll be given quesadilla ant lions. So again, you're hindered by the fact that you have to keep stopping to consume them and keep making sure that you have them on you and you keep consuming them, otherwise you're going to die from sizzle. So that was my alternative to it. Just let me know what you think of that, but I thought that was quite a decent one. But yeah, not to trash talk Ted or anything, because I would have done equally as terrible, and I know probably most other people would have done just as bad, but he ended the first round with a huge amount of deaths and went straight into the boss round, which brings me to problem number 2. Is medium difficulty too much? Obviously, I know medium difficulty isn't too much. I play on medium difficulty most of the time, and I seem to be alright. You guys play on low difficulty, so you should be fine. But the fact that you have all of these different things that factor into making it extremely difficult, even though it's only on medium. So I say this purely because of how long it takes to kill them. So this recording probably went on for like 3 to 4 hours, which is way too long. Not that I don't want to interact with you guys for 3 to 4 hours long, but purely off of a basis that I need to try and get it as streamlined as possible. I can't be sitting there for hours and hours editing about 4 hours of footage down to like a 10-minute video, because I'm trying to get it into 1 to 2 videos, because I don't want to upload like a 30-minute video because no one wants to watch that, or like an hour-long video because no one wants to watch that. So I'm trying to get it really streamlined and just just make it a little bit easier, a little bit quicker to do. So the medium difficulty is a challenge, but like I said, it also makes it harder and it takes a lot longer to kill the bugs. So like possible thoughts I had, especially for the rounds like this, in the boss round where the bugs have huge amounts of health, is to maybe change the difficulty to mild, although I don't really want to because it's still fairly challenging on mild, or maybe allow certain foods or like smoothies so you have some buffs to make it a little bit easier. But I'm still messing around with it. I'm still looking at it. Like I said, any suggestions from you guys of a way to make this a little bit quicker? Because boss rounds are going to take, you got to think you're taking on 3 bosses and it's going to take ages. Way too long for you and way too long for me. This arena, the only problem I have with this arena is this too easy? Does it make it a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more fun? I thought this was really fun. When I was recording it with Ted and watching him do it, I thought it was fun just because it adds a bit of variety to it. An arena with holes in the bottom, so the fact that you could have a really difficult creature like a potential boss or a big creature with a lot of health that does a lot of damage, and you can bait them around the holes and potentially lure them into the holes to make it easier on yourself. Like, it seems a bit bad because you're sort of cheesing the enemy, but at the same time, I kind of like it because it adds the factor that you don't have to be good. You just have to like try and glitch almost the bug into the hole and win that way, which I thought was kind of cool. But if you guys think it's a bit trashy, you don't really like it, then let me know. And going forward, maybe I could use a different arena or leave out that arena completely. And this one here with the heavies, the only problem I had with the heavies, the arena's fine because half of it is in the gas, half of it is not. Like you're going to see, Ted chose really well on this one. He chose the gas mask so he could stand in the side of the arena with the gas, lure all the bugs in, and just take them down with poison damage whilst attacking them. But the only problem is with the heavies, the actual bug type, like the Black Ox Beetle, the Roly-Poly, the Ladybirds and such, is to make it challenging, I have to spawn in more than one, but then it just takes so long to kill them. They're not necessarily difficult because they're really slow, but they have a lot of health. Obviously the Roly-Poly heals up as well, and they just take a long time to kill. So that was my only problem with them. Do I somehow reduce the amount, make it harder from the get-go? I don't really know. Do I bin them off completely and add a different bug type? Like, there's a few different bug types I'm thinking, like I said, with the stink bugs, the robots as well. These, the heavy creatures. Do I just bin them off completely, or do I keep going with them? I don't know. This is why I'm here, to take suggestions from all of you guys if you want to see something else in there, but like nothing crazy or stupid. But let me know. I'll be interested to hear. So another one is the robots. The robots, I kind of like them because there's a chance that you could get the robots in the laser arena, but it's a 1 in 5 chance. So if you don't get it in the laser arena, the robots are very bad. They're very easy to kill. Like, do you want to keep that in as like an easy round? If you somehow get the laser arena with the robots, then that kind of sucks. But if you don't, it's like, oh, thank God for that. I've now got an easy round where I'm going to just batter them and take no deaths. So that was a possible one, take the robots out, but I'm not too sure on it. I kind of like them in there, but at the same time, they're kind of trashy without their lasers and such. But I can't add that into every arena. So in essence, that is pretty much everything. Again, I want to give a big thanks to Ted, so raise your hands, round of applause, virtual round of applause to Ted for helping out with this one. Sorry if you're watching this, Ted, for not using the original audio, but it was just purely off the fact that this was a test round and I wanted to convey this message to everyone and get everything across, and also because the video would have been split into like 3 parts and they each would have been like half an hour long because we recorded for quite a while. But yeah, please leave your suggestions below, but don't go completely off course and start giving me random suggestions about random things. Just stick to the points that I made. So one of them is keep the stink bugs, but add the use of smoothies if you don't choose the gas mask, or just get rid of the stink bugs completely. Change the difficulty for the bosses back to mild, or keep it at medium, but allow certain smoothies to aid you so that you have more health, you have better regen, you have more damage, something like that. Keep the whole arena, or change it completely. Use different bugs instead of the heavy armoured ones, so like the ladybugs and stuff like that, just get rid of them completely. And finally, keep the robots, but only allow them in the laser arena. So if you happen to choose robots or the laser arena randomly, those two will go together specifically. So if you go on the bug wheel, you get robots, you know you're going to have the laser arena. Or just change the robots completely to a different bug type, because I like them when they have the lasers, which is why I built the whole laser arena. But if they don't have the laser arena, they're kind of trashy. But yeah, let me know on that one. That is going to be all for now. But now I'm going to continue with the original audio for a little bit, just signing off, and a little 1v1 battle between myself and Ted. So enjoy.
Damn it.
This is
Right,
not.
best of
This is not fair.
Ah,
This is,
right in the face.
This isn't fair.
I'll take this spear.
Oh,
Oh, God.
That was pretty close. That was a close one.
One last thing to say.
Yes.
Follow me on Twitch.
Oh yeah,
Just do it.
Plug your stuff. Plug your stuff. Which anything you want to plug.
Just Ted Storm on Twitch. Just follow me. I haven't got many followers. If I get 100 followers, I'll do a full playthrough of Grounded, and that's recorded. That's a promise.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Goodbye. Goodbye.